Hey guys, today we got a brand new 2024 Chevy Silverado. It's a 3500 HD. It's a dump truck, and we're going to put a remote starter in it. Brand new Silverado platform. We haven't done one before, but we're going to do it together. We're going to show you all the tricks, the tips, wire colors, locations, everything you need to know about putting a remote car starter in a 2024 Chevy Silverado. As always, we have our diagram so we know where everything goes. It's not a big guess. First thing you want to do is prep your remote start. We're using a DC3 made by CompuStar and First Tech. Removing all the wires not needed in the install, and then you bunch them into strands that go to each location. So each location has its own set of wires. And when I have no more wires left to hook up, I am done. So let's get started. This thing's straight off the showroom floor. We got 700 miles in the vehicle. Getting ready to do our remote car start install. First thing you have to do on these vehicles is disconnect the battery. If you don't disconnect the battery and unplug something, you're going to throw over 200 codes, and it's going to take you the rest of the week to clear those codes, and you'll have an unhappy customer. So first, we got to disconnect the battery. We're going to do that right now. So we got the hood open. We took the negative battery terminal off because the positive one's connected to all this stuff. So we disconnected the rear negative battery terminal, and we also undid these two plugs that connect to the battery terminal because we don't know where they're sending juice to. So we got the battery all disconnected. Starting the remote start install. The BCM got 8 plugs in it. We're actually going to start backwards. We're going to start on plug 8, the dark gray. And with that, we're hooking up an RKE data wire. It's a green yellow pin 17. Inside the vehicle, up under the dash, you'll see the BCM. And we started with the first plug. It's the gray plug, pin 17. And we got our green yellow wire, and we're connecting our orange wire to it. So we do a military splice, tape it up, move on to the next plug. Next, we skip 2 plugs and go to plug 5, which is green. That's going to be our brake wire and our door lock data. Door lock data wire gets interrupted, so we'll get to our green plug at the BCM. So first we were at plug 8. Now we skip 2. And we're at plug 5. These do have a safety mechanism on them, so you'd have to release the safety mechanism before you could unplug them. And there is our 2 wires, our blue with the yellow and the yellow with the green. There are a bunch of the same wire colors in this plug, so make sure you have the correct pin numbers before connecting them. Plug number 4 is a gray plug, and that's where we get power and ground for our remote start. We got pins 25, 22, and 14 for a mobilizer. Inside the vehicle, we have our gray plug. We got a pin configuration. We're going to go ahead, hook up power, ground, and mobilizer. So we're skipping the connection, the blue plug, because that's auto tailgate release, and this of course is a dump truck. So next we go up to the second plug, which is the pink. There we get our push to start wire, our parking lights, and our auto lights off. We're also not going to connect the horn because it's only a 1-button remote start. So the push to start wire on pin 5 shows it's a blue with a green wire. Ours is actually a blue with a white. So I don't know if that's just, there hasn't been enough data yet. Maybe they're saying that that white is a green, but looks white to me. So we're gonna go ahead and hook up our push to start wires and then move on to the can high, can low. Next we have can high and can low at the gateway module. The gateway module is way up above the gas pedal. Not gonna lie, it takes some acrobatics to get the thing unplugged. There is a safety release on it as well. So once you get that, then you can release it and pull the plug out. Like I said, it's above the gas pedal, and it is the black plug, which is the first one. There are multiple blue whites and blue yellows in this plug, so make sure you get the correct 2 pins, otherwise your remote start is not going to work. The next step is programming the remote start and the RFID. This install uses a new RFID, so basically we're going to embed this chip with this key's programming, and that'll let the remote start. First we plug it into our hub and pick our vehicle. So we pick our vehicle. We got a Chevrolet 2024 Silverado 3500. Push to start automatic. I'm not installing a drone. Pick our firmware. We do not want factory activation, and we run a runtime of 25 minutes. Just follow the prompts on the screen and guide you right through it. So now it wants us to disconnect our DC3 and plug it into the RFID chip. It detected the RFID. We hit continue. Now we're flashing the RFID. Next, it wants to take our DC3 into the car and follow some quick programming instructions. So plugged our module into the car. We had to take out the valet key and the battery. Programmed it to the car. Now we finish our instructions on the screen. So place the key fob inside the hub. It's now reading the key. It's embedding it into our remote start. Alright, it's all done reading the key. We can put the key back together while it's sending the information to our DC3. Alright, it downloaded all of our information. We're going to stick the module back in the car, finish our programming, and we should have a remote start. Alright, we installed our antenna to the right of the rear view mirror. Ran it down along the headliner, down the A-pillar to the remote start. We got the remote start all tied up inside the dash. During programming, it's going to ask you to put the key in the key module. This vehicle does not have a floor-mounted console. It is in the seat, so it is under the console. Not in this part, but under the bottom part. Alright, we have our 2024 Chevy Silverado 3500 HD all finished up. We got our new remote start remote, so we'll give it a lock command. It locks all the doors, flashes the lights. We'll give it an unlock command. Flashes lights and unlock the doors. So we will lock the vehicle from the factory remote as if we're done for the night. Wake up the next morning and send it a remote start command. And there you have it, a complete remote start install on a 2024 Chevy Silverado. Be sure to check out our other videos for great tips and tricks. You can also get a subscription, the link below. We have 3 different tiers, with the Pro tier providing a tech service where you can get wiring information and questions answered directly from your phone. Don't forget, from wires to wraps, we've got you covered. Inside Jeff's Garage at 21st Century Sound.